Alright, I think everything's working. There was a streaming software malfunction, and it crashed a couple of times. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Check 1 2, check 1 2. I think we got everything ready to rock and roll. At least I hope so. Alright, so let me make sure the microphone's on. Alright, everything looks pretty good right now. Let me turn it to live. Let me readjust the camera. And we should just about be ready to rock and roll. Can you guys hear me? I definitely hope so. There might be a long delay on the stream or something. So yeah. Alright, sorry about the delay there. Unfortunately, sometimes the streaming software has issues. Alright. But I think we're up and running now. As far as I can tell, we are up and running, and everything's pretty much ready to rock and roll. So let me go ahead and start our wild card. I think I need to do that really quick. Miguel, what's up, my man? We got Philly, we got Jeff, we got Cordell, we got Jackie B, we got William D, we got Morgan. Alright, so the wild cards are already going. Cool. Someone started it. Whoever did that, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I may have even started it. I don't remember. I don't think it was me, but I really don't know. All I know is my streaming software crashed, and I'm trying to get it fixed. So it crashed. It restarted it. It crashed again. I'm actually amazed that the stream didn't die because it crashed twice. All right. Here we go. But yeah, I'm amazed that the stream is still going. I thought I was going to have to reschedule it and start a new one, but hey, we are good to go. Alright, so we're going to pick some sort of car for live racing today. Let's go over to my favorite live racing cars, and you know what? Let's set this up. Let's set up the Prestige Cup car for live racing. I just got it upgraded. I do need to install some fusion parts, but wait, this isn't the right one, is it? No, it's not. That is not the right one whatsoever. Please don't tell me I just put parts into this. Oh no, did I upgrade the wrong car? Oh Lord. Hold on a second. 918. I can't even get the darn search to work. Stop it. 918. Alright, please don't tell me I upgraded the wrong car. We'll find out in a second. If I did, that stinks. Alright, hold on. Hold on. The good news is I used all my universal parts or what. That is not the car I just clicked on. Son of a butt. Alright, we're off to a very bad start today. What is going on here? What the crap, man? We got problems. Where's my car? You know what? 911. We got a problem. We got a problem here. Where's my car at? Please don't tell me the game sold my car or something. Where's the 918? What in the world? 918. There's nothing there. Wait, is it showing the wrong? Is it? I'm so confused. What is happening here? This is bad. This is bad. You know what? I'm not going to bother with this because I'll do this later. The heck with this because it's just going to take 12 years and hold up the live stream. So we'll go pick a different car. We'll go pick a different car. Let's go back to this thing. All right. It's a bad day. The streaming software is broken. My garages are broken. Oh my God. Do what I tell you to, garage. There. Work, sir. Donna sabotaged us again. Alright, what car should we grab today? You know what? Let's grab the good wood. Let's grab this little guy. I think we got him set up for live racing. Morgan says reload the game. I could, but you know what? We'll just race this guy, right? Let's find out where this one's at on the dyno time. Alright, we're at a 12.4 lobby. We should be around the 12.4 lobby today. So let's just go race this in the 12.4s. Alright, Emily wants to know, is the F1 Huna truck worth upgrading? I think that's a really cool vehicle. I've got mine set up on a live racing setup on low performance point, high evo. And it's a good live racer. It's a cool truck in general. It's a nice overall car. I really like it. I should say truck. But I would say yes. I think that one is worth upgrading, especially if you want to use it for live racing. You don't need that many parts to make it a decent live racer. But it's just kind of one of those deals that's an overall really good truck. So yeah, definitely worth it in my opinion. I like it a lot. What do you mean I'm looking for the wrong car? It's the 918, right? How am I looking for the wrong car? 918 RS. Is it not a 918? Is it something else? Alright, I don't have any real people in here. There's a whole bunch of bots except for this one guy. The Fighting Hellfish, whatever that is. It's a 718. Ah, that makes sense. 718, okay. Miguel said 710 Spider. Alright, here we go. Let's go race this. Your game is not opening. So here's what I do when I have that problem. I just let it set on the loading screen for about 3 or 4 minutes. Then I shut it down. Then I try again. And after a few times, like of doing that, it will usually open. So another thing you could try to do that probably won't work, but does every once in a while, is clear your game cache. Alright, I gotta figure out how to drive this car. Is the game under server maintenance? It does not look that way, but there might even be a new update available. So you might want to check to see if you have a new update. My game updated last night. A lot of people were telling me they got the new update, so this guy wants to bet me 20,000. We'll do it. We'll do it. I probably shouldn't because I got to figure out how to launch this car because I haven't driven it for a while. But 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Lord. Is that what we want or not? I definitely hope so. If not, I'm going to be out of some money. Come on, go, little car. Yeah, we got it. We got it. All right. Just because somebody has a bad run doesn't mean you should bet them, because he just lost his money because I messed up my first run and yeah, let go of the gas at number 2. What's the setup for the Huna truck? I got videos for it. You might want to go check out the video I made for it because I can't tell you offhand. There's like 1,200 cars in the game, so I can't remember everything about all of them, but I do have a video which will walk you through the stage 5, stage 6, and live racing setups. So that should come in quite handy. Alright, there's Thomas M. Now this car should give me a really good run for my money. Oh, he refused. Which lobby am I in? I don't know. I just said and I forgot already. What was it, guys? Does anybody remember? 12.4, I think? Probably 12.4, I do believe. Yeah, about 12.4 is where I should be. Let me pin that. Pin comment Miguel put in there. Pin message. There we go. We should be about the 12.4 lobby today. Alright, there's somebody in the new BMW. So today and tomorrow I am going to be working on shift pattern videos for a couple of cars. This should be one of them. And the new Dodge we just got is going to be one of them. But I think they're both going to end up being pretty decent cars. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. And I do want to make sure I slow down before crossing the finish line on this, or I'm going to get bumped pretty quickly because this car is running pretty fast. All right, let's see what time he ran. If we pay attention to what time the other people, he ran in the 12.7, so there is a chance I could be in the 12.6 lobby. So I'm probably in 12.4 or 12.6. My dyno is set for 12.4, but we'll pay attention to what a couple more people run, and that'll tell us for sure if we're in the 12.4 or the 12.6, or at least it'll give us a really good idea which one we're in. Dogfather says the lobbies are full of them there BMWs. Now that car is a big dyno beater. All right, let's run the dark house. Ah, connection failed. The dork house was like, nope. So we can try and run this Cadillac. If this guy knows what he's doing, that car will destroy me. So yeah, this car will beat the crap out of me if this guy knows how to set it up. I mean, that's a good car. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's find out. Bam. That Cadillac is a awesome livery. Yeah, he's gonna pull ahead. So I'm gonna go ahead and slow down and run a slow one. Yeah, if you know how to set that thing up, it will destroy you. All right, he ran a 12.1. So yeah, he really destroyed his dyno time. Now I don't know if this is one of you guys. I'll try again and see if he wants to swap. It may or may not be one of you guys. What's up, Cordell? Says, I can run online too. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong. Oh, he wants to bet. All right, I'm going to run this thing all out then. I'm going to run it all out. We'll see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I messed up. All right, whatever. Wait, he disconnected. Well, okay. Whatever, you know. I totally messed that up. So does it give me the money? That's the question. It did. Did Carl S lose his money? That's the question. If somebody disconnects, does it take their money away? I wonder. What's up, Goku Vegeta? How you doing today? Hopefully it didn't take his money from him, because that's not fair if it did. Alright, let's find somebody to race. We got Badger. This car is a huge dyno beating car, so there's a pretty good chance this one's going to beat me as well. If he's got this set up to beat dyno, I don't stand a chance. Then again, I can make this car beat the dyno. Let's try it. 3, 2, 1, go. We did not get a good start on that one, but we'll see how she goes. If you don't get the kickback, this car runs really slow. Yeah, he's going to beat me, so I'll run a slow one. Oh, wait, he let me win. All right. Cool, cool. Chris says life is not fair. That can definitely be true. Hope everything is going good, Chris. Jackie B says, many are dead crews. Ask in world chat and game. Crews will talk to you. Yeah, I mean, I've never really thought about that, but I guess that's a good way to try and find somebody to race. I guess he's not going to challenge me back. Let me get some more gas while we're at it. Okay. Lobby. Dave Black, what's up, my man? How's your day going? Awesome to see ya. Eric says the 718 Spider RS is the Prestige Cup car. Yep. All right, here we go. Slow down now. Slow down now. All right, well, he's trying to tell me what to do. We got Portugal in the house. What's up, Portugal? Entertainment. What's going on, buddy? I uninstalled the game and installed. Hold on. Let me finish this race before I read the rest of that comment. Yeah, if you don't get the kickback on this car, it definitely runs slow. So you want to make sure you get the kickback on this one. But the game is still not opening. I'm not really sure. Like I did, well, if you uninstalled and reinstalled, you probably do have the latest version then. So it's probably not an update issue. You might want to go over to the Zynga Helpshift website. Just go over to like zyngahelpshift.com or something like that. I don't know the exact address, but you can contact them and let them know you're having problems. Just be like, hey, this is the phone I'm running. This is the issue I'm having, and maybe somebody will email you back. But if the game's not opening, that's what I would do. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, you got to get the start just right in order to get a good run on this car, which is a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's an awesome car nonetheless. All right. Paul G, hello. He's watching from Thailand. Welcome to the live stream. Desi said he can't find me in the lobbies. One thing is, though, I do have the newest update. I don't know if you guys have it or not, but I do have the new update. Jackie B says, thanks for all you do. You help me understand what I'm doing every day. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. Thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate that big time. Oh my God. Alright, here we go. Hopefully you don't hear the people screaming in the other room about AOL Mail. Sometimes they talk so loud it's unbelievable. The people I live with, they talk so loud it's unreal. Oh yeah, I went to my AOL Mail. People 3 blocks away can hear it. Hopefully the game audio and the music drowns out their screaming in the background there, because they are loud. Like loud. It's ridiculous. I mean, if somebody was 3 blocks away and they're trying to talk to him, I could understand speaking that loudly. But when somebody's 3 foot away from you in the same room, it does not make any sense. Loud people, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oh, I guess it's my turn to win this one. I wasn't paying attention. The loud people distracted me. All right. William D, you can't hear them? Good. Muskie, how are you doing today? He says, give you a win, brother. Badger 24. Thanks for all you do. Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. But Muskie, hope you're having a good day today. Dave Black says, interesting choice of cars to race, Danny. Yeah, this is a pretty weird little car, man. I like this thing a lot. It's one of my favorite cars for some reason. It looks like a little go-kart or something. It's I don't know. I don't even understand why they made a car like this, but I'm glad they did because it's really cool. Morgan says, try living above a bar. Yeah, that would probably be pretty crazy. I don't think I would want to live above a bar. They would have to soundproof the floors in order to make that work out. But Philly, what's up, buddy? Says, how can you tell if a car is a good live racer? I'm looking for a good one. All right, so bottom line is you have to know how to set one up, basically. Any car that beats the dyno time will win live races, but at the same time, the problem there is if you win too many live races by beating the dyno time, there's a pretty good chance the game is going to bump your car and it's going to stop winning live races. These days, we look for the cars with the low upgrade, high performance point setups, or high Evo setups, low performance point, I mean. But if you go to my channel and you scroll down, you'll find my playlist. Look for my How to Drive playlist. And I mean, there's probably hundreds of cars on there, or just search for the car, Danny Lightning, and the name of the car. And if the thumbnail or the title of that how to drive video says live racing setup or something like that, then that car probably has a live racing setup, and the video will show you how to set it up to make that happen. But it's a crazy deal. Whose turn is it to win? I wasn't paying attention. I'll go slow. Alright, his turn. Cool. But there's also a video, somewhere I do have a video that shows you how to check for live racing setups. But not all cars have good live racing setups, some do. But I was actually looking at that video I made, and I think I need to retitle it, because I don't think the title was really explained what the video was about properly. If I can remember correctly, I'm going to look for that video later after the stream and remember to try and change the title, because, yeah, I don't think people would understand what the video was about. The way I titled that video was kind of crappy. I may have changed it, may not have changed it. I don't remember, but I do have a video that shows you how to check. Alright, Cordell is downloading an update. Nice. Morgan says, cheap rent, crappy place. Yeah, I don't think anybody would want to live above a bar unless it was dirt cheap. So it better be like $50 a month. Dave Black says, I joined Danny's channel in the beginning because I had no freaking idea what I was doing. Danny helped me understand the basics and the point of the game. That's awesome, man. And I do appreciate you being a channel member all these years. I appreciate all you guys, actually. But yeah, you know, when I started this game, I had a million questions and nobody had any answers for it. So it took me a while myself to figure out how everything worked. But eventually, after I figured out how most of the things in the game worked, then I started making videos for the game. But yeah, I had so many questions when I started. Hey, why does this work this way? Why is this car winning live races, but this one isn't? Why does this happen? Why does that happen? And nobody could answer any of the questions. So eventually, once I figured it all out, I started making videos, and it's been a very fun experience so far. So yeah. All right, we'll do one or two more races here, then we'll go back out to the lobby and let somebody else get a chance to race me. I need to start paying attention to whose turn it is to win, because I wasn't paying much attention there. All right, so one more race. Morgan says something about $500. All for hobbies. Hello. All right, you just started playing again recently and have been enjoying it, but it can be a money pit. I mean, it definitely can be. Pretty much any mobile game is designed to keep you spending money. Mobile games can be money pits if you don't have any self-control, or, you know, if you just got a big giant wallet, then it's no big deal. But some people have a hard time not spending on these things. But personally, if you got a lot of patience on most mobile games, you can do fine, but it's, you know, it's a slow process. I mean, I've been playing this game for going on 8 years now, and yeah, it's been a slow ride. I mean, it took me like 8 or 9 months to really build up a pretty nice account on this game, but it was worth it. The first couple of years I played this, I don't think I spent a dime on this game for the first couple of years. I wasn't really making any money at first. You know, now I make a little bit. It's not a huge amount, but now I can buy a $20 car every once in a while when I want to. I can't afford to spend huge amounts of money on this game. I mean, I would spend more if the channel made more, but I do buy a few things here and there. Now, I've never bought like keys. I've never bought, you know, parts to make my car faster with real money. I just buy a $20 car whenever they put one out that I want. So I haven't spent a lot of money. 60, 80, 100 bucks a year at max is what I spend on this thing, and that's only when I want to. So it doesn't have to be expensive unless you're really trying to get a whole bunch of stuff quickly. You know what I mean? All right. Paul G says, not far to walk home from the bar. I used to live directly across the street from a bar for a little while. Luckily, back then I must have been able to sleep really well because like the people coming out of the noisy people coming out of the bar never bothered me. I used to sleep through it all the time. But I'd imagine if you lived above one, that would be hard to sleep because most of the time they're open until like 2, 3 in the morning, blasting music, and yeah, that'd be rough. That would be rough. But the cool thing is the little bar I used to live across, they had bands play every weekend. So I could just walk across the street and go see the bands every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it was like the local rock and roll bar. My band used to play there. Other bands used to play there. It was a fun deal. All right. Oh, I still won. I was trying to lose that one. All right. I remember when a full bar brawl broke out. I thought that kind of thing only happened in movies, right? But this was hilarious, though. The entire bar started fighting. And it was outside. It was outside on the front sidewalk. I'm not really sure what happened, but a couple people got into it in the bar, and they walked outside, and pretty much everybody that was in the bar went outside and followed them. And next thing you know, it was just 50 people, maybe 100 people fighting each other on the front sidewalk. And the owner of the bar, we used to know him. Like we actually knew him pretty well. The owner of the bar just walks down the sidewalk, walks through the crowd of people fighting, waves at the couple people he knows, and walks into the bar. It was pretty funny, but that's the first time I've ever in my life seen like an entire full-blown bar brawl. The crazy thing is nobody called the cops. The police never came or nothing, so probably never see that again. But it was insane. But yeah, I wouldn't want to live above a bar though. Not at all. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and I messed up my shift pattern again. I'm not, this isn't a good car to drive because you really have to pay attention to how you launch this one. And for live streaming, when I'm live streaming, right, I'm so busy talking to you guys, this is not the greatest one to race. Joanne says, I got the Porsche first pull. Nice, man. That's awesome. Ralph, hey, how you doing today? Raphael, good to see ya. You got it on the second pull. Not bad. Wait, $3 for it maxed out. Secret, what do you mean you're paying $3 for it to be maxed out? It's like usually a couple $100 to max a car out. Maybe you meant $300 to max it out. Maybe that's a typo. All for Hobby says, points taken. Thanks for the response. You're welcome. Yeah, you gotta launch this car really well. If you don't, it's a very slow car. Do I only swap? Well, people on the live streams like to swap, so I really only swap when I'm live streaming. Now, when I'm not live streaming, I go in there and I try and win all the races. But if I'm live streaming, everybody likes to swap. Is the game better on... No, the game's better on mobile as long as you have a nice phone. The only time this would be better to run on like a Android emulator on your PC is if your phone's junk. If you're playing on a really lousy phone, yeah, you might want to install it on your PC if you have one. But if you're playing on a nice phone, it'll run better on the phone than it will for the than it'll run on the emulator. Cordell pulled 2 of them yesterday from the silver crates. Nice, nice. JP says, dang it, people stop challenging me. Unfortunately, JP, that's probably never going to happen. If you're in a lobby, you're guaranteed to be a bunch of random people in there, so they will challenge you. You would have to be in a lobby with like everybody in the stream only for people to understand that, but I guarantee you there's probably a lot of people in there that's not in here. What's up? There's another Danny. What's up, other Danny? How you doing today? We'll do a couple more races here, then we will go out and let somebody else get another chance to race me. I forget. I think it was my turn to win that one, I hope. Oh, the $3 crates. Yeah, that's expensive. I've never bought a paid crate ever. I don't mind spending my keys to open crates, but yeah, $3 or $4 just for a parts crate to get a couple of parts is crazy. Alright, so I don't think he's going to challenge me back. 69 Mustang, thank you for the races. Alright, Cordell got the 718 Spider a few months back from Gold Crates. Cool. Oh, we found JP in the little I forget who makes that car. Who makes that? Renault, maybe? No, it's, I'm having a brain fart here. Oh, I got a bad launch. Who makes that? Lancia? I forget. You know, that's a great little live racing car. I don't think I ever leveled mine up yet, but one of these days I'm going to, because that's a pretty cool car. Okay, it is a Lancia. Cool, thank you guys. You buy the car maxed out? I've never seen a maxed out car for sale anywhere. Normally when you buy a car, it doesn't really come with any parts. Then you can spend a little bit more to get a parts package with it, but that's not going to max it out. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we got a good launch on that one. Let's see what this car actually runs when you do it full on out. I've been going slower than my dyno enough that I can afford to run a fast one. Ooh, 12 ones. That's pretty good, actually. All for Hobby says S21 is an awesome phone. Oh, yeah, S21s are really good. That should run the game very well unless your S21's like really old and on its way out or something, right? Alrighty. If you buy a max car from a modder though, there's a pretty good chance the game's gonna ban your account is the thing. 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, I can understand why people want to do that, but there's a pretty good chance you will get caught. What I cannot understand is the people who add the extra parts to their cars to make them faster than they're supposed to be. Though that's what I really don't like. Armando, hello, nice to see ya. Tommy, hello, video games, what's up? Awesome to see you guys. Tommy says, how's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain too much. Unfortunately, I need to pee, so in a couple of races, I don't know why, but man, I think I got a small bladder. I'm always having to pee. I don't like it. Now, I don't remember whose turn it is to win, so I'm just going to go slow and whatever happens, happens here. Must have been my turn. Okay. I have a bad memory. The chat really distracts me from paying attention to the racing, though. That's the problem. That's a lot of multitasking. Joanne says it's 1080p. That's the only downside, but good enough for FPS. What's 1080p? I'm a little confused. I don't know what you're talking about. Bam. Boom, 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 boom. It's my turn to lose, so I'm going slow. The resolution on what? Are you talking about the live stream? I'm not sure what you're referring to. For the game, the live stream, I don't know. I'm confused there. You just said it's 1080p, but you're not saying what. There's like not enough information to understand what you're talking about. At least for me, maybe I'm a big dumb dummy, but yeah. But you could be talking about anything. I don't know if you're talking about your television or your PC monitor or what. Alright. Yeah, display resolution of what, my friend? You could be talking about your phone. I mean, I don't know. You could be talking about your Google glasses, your Apple Crapple. Oh, the S21. Honestly, I'm not really sure you can really view 4K on a little teeny phone screen. Alright, I need to pee, guys. Thing is, my understanding is you have to have at least a 40-inch television to be able to even see 1080p. Like if you got a 32-inch screen or smaller, supposedly you can't tell the difference between 720p and 1080p. Now to be able to really see the difference in 4K, I don't know. Now I don't know if that's changed, but back when 1080 came out, that's how they were rating it. But I'm really not sure. But anyways, I will be right back. I apologize, but my bladder is unhappy. It's like, man, you best go pee right now. But yeah, I'm going to look that up. Now I'm interested because I don't think you can see 4K on a phone screen, but yeah, I'm going to look that up later because maybe you can. Maybe things have changed. I don't know. But back in the day, the screens on TVs and phones and stuff weren't good enough, but maybe they are now. All right, guys, I will be back in just a minute. All right. Ouch. Ooh, that hurts. I'm back. I'm back. Alrighty. Let's get the stream back up on the screen. There we go. That should do it right there. I got the Danny Lightning hooded sweatshirt on today, guys and gals. The cool piston design. I mean, it's all like wrinkly, but I like this. I like this sweatshirt. That's a cool design. I'm not very good at designing things, but I kind of designed that, sort of. Like, I use canva.com to make my thumbnails and stuff. They got a bunch of, like, stuff you can, like, put designs together with. I think it's only, like, I don't know, $10 a month or $12 a month or something. You can do all kinds of stuff with it, but it's getting to be a pain in the butt, though. They don't make it easy to use. All right, so I think I need to get some more gas here. What's up, KB? How you doing today? Awesome to see ya. All right, there we go. 30 things of gas. We are ready to rock and roll. Video Game says the Aston Martin Velar is a pretty good car. Yeah, it should be a pretty good car for sure. All right, looks like we're going to have a couple of connection issues here, so that's a bummer. All right, please connect. Oh, no. We may be having a major malfunction. I'm not 100% sure, but we are having a major malfunction. Let me see. Maybe if I try and grab him, it'll work. There we go. JP says 30 pipsqueaks. What are pipsqueaks? But yeah, now I'm interested. Can you see 4K on a small screen? I gotta find out. I've never really been much of like a TV person, right? I've always been big into audio quality. But you could probably give me like a 12-inch black and white television and I'd be pretty happy to watch that. Like, I would be fine with it. Alright. I wouldn't care. MaxTheGamer, what's up, my man? But, you know, most people love video quality. I've never cared too much about it. As long as it looks decent, I'm happy. Secret says, have you ever met Peter Griffin? I don't think so. Not that I can recall. I don't think I've ever met Peter Griffin, no. If I did, I probably wouldn't bother to stop and talk to him because who knows what kind of shenanigans he would pull. All right. Marin, what's up, bud? Good to see ya. How you doing today? All right. Collect my free stuff. I won some thingy dingies and I like it. Donald Ross says, hey, I just started a new team. Need some good players. Motorhead Motors. That's the name of your crew. If anybody's looking... Oh, look, there's Peter Griffin. Alright. Alright, I found Peter Griffin. Video Games is the only phone I know of with a 4K is the Xperia series. Never heard of it. Is that a Sony? I bet it's made by Sony. I could be wrong, but they seem like the type... I know they make phones, and that seems like the type of company that would make a 4K phone screen. I don't know if they still make phones, but I know they did. Sony used to make phones. Were they any good? I have no idea. I bet they sucked because nobody seems to use them. They were probably bad. I don't know. I've never known anybody who used a Sony phone. All right, the game is malfunctioning. Peter Griffin has disconnected. Marion says, wait, how does he have a green AMG? I think that was from a Halloween event back in the day. 3, 2, 1, go. Pretty sure we got a green AMG from an old school Halloween event a couple years back. I could be wrong, but I kind of remember that. Video Game says, yes, Sony Xperia has a Mark IV, does have a 4K screen. Cool Burn, what's up, my man? Mohammed says, did you pull out the 718 Spider RS? I've actually had one for a while. I never got around to doing the key opening video, so I'm behind on videos. 3, 2, 1, go. Usually I try and make a key opening, but every once in a while, like I did the they were supposed to have changed it to Saturday, but then it ended up being back on the Friday, and I didn't catch that. And then on Saturday, instead of doing the key opening, I made a what do you call it? You know, race pass video. I can't think today. That's alright. Yeah, there's been several like incredible Hulk colored green cars from prior Halloween events. I think I have that car actually. Yeah, you got to get a perfect start on this car if you want it to run right. So you got to make sure you hit launch right on the green with this car, or it's going to run like a crap sandwich. Alright, so video games, you use a Sony phone. How is it? Wow, 1,500 bucks? That's expensive. How is it? Is it awesome? I've never heard anybody talk. I mean, I know I've seen them for sale. I've never heard a review of a Sony phone. I've never spoke to anybody that's owned one. So yeah, what's that phone like? I'm interested. I like technology and stuff. Like I like tech and toys and phones, so I'm interested to know what you think of it. How does it compare to like a flagship for some other company? Donald says, I got people joining now. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Joanne says the Sony's got a 4K display, so that should be epic. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see it. Alright, I think it's my turn to lose this one, so what happens if I do that? It's still, look at that. Oh man. That didn't work out. That was a bad. I tried to launch it a different way and it did not work whatsoever. That was terrible. Alright, don't launch right before the car launches because, or don't let go of the gas right before the car launches, or it'll run very, very, very bad. Stuka says new bug with a rematch. Yeah, I mean, sometimes... Oh no, we disconnected. Sometimes when there's a new update, you have problems. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes the next guy doesn't... Everybody's got different problems on updates, which is weird, so... You could have like 3 different people and everybody will be getting 3 different glitches. It's odd how that works. Alright. I think I got this one, but barely. Barely. Oh, that was close. That was a good race. Noonie, yeah, if I'm not live streaming, I always refill my gas by watching ads. Like, the only time I'm going to use my gold is when I'm live streaming, because, man, you will run out of gold if you're always refilling it. Like, I can't sit here and make you guys watch ads. I mean, I could, but I think everybody would leave the live stream. So they'd be like, hey, this sucks. I don't think anybody would want to see that. And if they did, there would probably be something wrong with them anyway. William D says, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Enjoy has nuts, mounds don't. I'll tell you what, whichever one had the coconuts in it, I did not like that. Blech. Coconut used to really upset my stomach for some reason. Hey Andrea, what's up, buddy? Alright, so Andre, depends on the car, right? Most cars, once you've upgraded them, like you to shift right before the red line. There may be some, though, that prefer you to get perfect shifts, but every car is very different in this game, so it just depends on the car you're driving. Now, this car is going to run way faster if I shift right before the red line, which is how most of them, not all of them, but most of them run. Video games says I stopped spending money because it's not worth it. Raphael says that's my friend in the Pagani. Cool, cool. But yeah, every car you gotta launch differently and shift differently. I mean, some cars have really crazy shift patterns. Some cars have really normal shift patterns, but they're all super different. 3, 2, 1, go. Like, this car likes a perfect launch, most cars don't. Some cars you might shift into 5th gear as quickly as possible and then hit your nitrous. I mean, it really just depends on the car. They're all very, very different. But generally, there's about 1 million videos on YouTube that will show you how to drive the different cars. I mean, if your parts don't match the other person's exactly, it's going to be a little bit different, but those videos will give you a really good idea of how to drive and tune and, you know, set up your cars. KB can't find me. You can't update. Yeah, sometimes the updates are always a problem. But yeah, if you can't get the update, you probably won't be able to find me, unfortunately. Now that was interesting. I didn't actually hit the launch button there. I just let it launch on its own. It was my turn to lose anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, you would have to delete other apps. You know what? Go into your photos and videos, where your photos and videos are. There should be a trash folder. If you delete all the stuff in the trash folder, that might clear up a lot of space. Like, anytime you delete a photo or a video, it sits in the trash folder for 30 days. Sometimes you might have 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 gigabytes full of old photos and videos sitting in the trash. 3, 2, 1, go. So I always check that. I forget whose turn it is to win, so I'm just going to run all out. We'll see what happens. I can't remember whose turn it is. Alright, it must have been mine because he slowed down. You already did that? Gotcha. You have 18.2 gigabytes of pictures. That's crazy. You know, maybe you can I don't know if you have a computer or something, but maybe transfer those over to your computer, or I don't know. That's a lot of photos. Personally, I don't keep photos or videos on my phone. I'd say about once a month I go through and I delete all the photos and the videos off of my phones. All they do is take up space. Now, the current phone I got, I'm not a big fan of the camera on it. I think the camera kind of sucks. But it is what it is. It's a great phone, except for the camera's kind of lousy. But, you know, for a phone that's like $250 that plays games like this, no problem. You cannot beat it one bit. most budget phones are terrible and won't play games like CSR well, but when you find one that does, that's awesome. KB's got a 2017 Galaxy Note 8. Joanne says, what phone is this? The OnePlus Nord. The latest version of the OnePlus Nord. I think you can get the last version for like 80 bucks. And it's just as good in my opinion. I know a few people that have that last generation Nord as well. I think mine's the N35G. And I think the N20, you can get it for like less than $100 now. That was like last year's model or something like that. But it's got a 600 series Snapdragon processor and it plays games perfect. I can play like War Robots, I can play this, I can play P-Bug, I can play any of those games and it just runs them like a champ. And they're cheap phones. I mean, 250 bucks for that, depending on if you get it on sale or not. But yeah, OnePlus makes awesome phones. Back in the day, the OnePlus phones were cheap and they were flagship killers. Now their higher end phones are more expensive, but they still make a budget phone that runs almost as good as a flagship. I mean, let's just say you give a flagship about a 10, I would give these about an 8. They're almost as good. I mean, your average person would never know the difference unless you were like a really like hardcore phone user, I guess you would say. William D's got a Note 9. Joanne says, do you play on this? Like right now I'm not playing on it, but when I'm not on YouTube, that's what I play on, yes. Oh, you know what? You might even have like cloud storage you could put your photos on. But anyways, 20 gigabytes, I mean, that's a huge amount of space being taken up. I would find a way to get those off the phone personally, but, you know, that's me. That's just me. You can do your thing, do what you want to do with it, but... I guess 18 gigabytes, though, is probably... You would probably have to pay for... Most cloud storage only gives you like 2 gigabytes or something, so... You would almost have to pay for it to get that big of a storage, though. That's the only thing that sucks. Tommy's got the Fold 5. So is that one of those smartphones that actually unfold? That would be interesting. I've never seen one of those in person yet. Personally, that doesn't really interest me. I have no interest in getting one of those, but if I were to actually get to try one out, maybe I would feel differently. There's a lot of things where you don't feel like you want it or need it, but after you get to use one, you're like, wait a second. I really would like to have that. It might be one of those deals, but my first thoughts are I don't need a phone that unfolds. But I don't know, maybe that would be cool to have. Alright, we'll do one more here and then we'll go back to the lobby and give somebody else a chance to race me. William D says, like girls. William D, I don't follow. You're saying you don't think you want one, but they're nice to have? Tommy says, I'll never go back to a regular phone. So what is it? Basically just double the size? Is it kind of like having two phones on top of each other? William D says, can't live with them, can't live without them. I hear you on that one. I actually enjoy being single. It's so nice, just you can just do your own thing. Nobody's like complaining or telling you what to do when you're single. Being single is pretty nice. You can just be yourself and do your thing and not have to worry about somebody else giving you a hard time all the time. 3, 2, 1, go. I've had some pretty bad luck when it comes to dating, so yeah. Being single is much better than the type of women I seem to attract. Donald says, I'm married. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you guys get along well. Alright, he's gone. Miguel says, thank God my wife did not hear you. I don't know. I enjoy being single. Guy, have a great day, buddy. Catch you later. Good seeing you, and we will catch you next time. Alright, 3, 2, 1. And I totally messed up my shift pattern, so we're going to run really slow on this one. That's alright. It's good to run some slow ones anyway, because you don't want your car being pushed into a fast lobby. You know what I mean? Alright, he let me win. Cool. Thank you. William D says, video, you have pushed the car. Yeah, if you're beating the dyno time, right? If you're beating the dyno time and running faster than your lobby time, the car gets bumped into a faster lobby. So if you watch those videos I make for the low performance point high evo tunes, I always mention do not run the car faster than the lobby or the dyno time there, because the game will keep bumping you. So the last thing you want to do for a live racing setup is run faster than the dyno. Now, if you got the car 100% maxed out, you're going to go into the super max lobby and you're going to be running up against all the fastest car in the game, and then you're going to have no chance anyway. Super max is a dumb thing. I don't even understand why they've made a super max lobby. Yeah, don't want to be in the super max unless you have the fastest car possible. But don't really know how you got it set up or anything like that, but more than likely you have got the car pushed into the wrong lobby, or your car is in the super max. One or the other. 3, 2, 1, go. Neither one's a good thing for your car to be at. Oh my God. The loud people are back. I don't understand why anybody is so loud. I mean, loud talkers, man. Like, I can be in my room with headphones on and music playing and I have it cranked and I can still hear them. That's how loud they are. It's crazy. You would seriously think they're trying to talk to somebody 3 blocks away. I'm not kidding. If somebody was at the end of the street and I was trying to communicate with them, that's about how loud I would be talking. So I'm glad the microphone doesn't pick that up, but yeah. I just don't understand why anybody in their right mind would screams when they talk constantly. It's awful. It's awful listening to that, man. I mean, sometimes I'll be in here trying to watch TV or something and I can barely hear the TV because they're so loud they're drowning it out. Not kidding. Ava, how's it going? Nice to see you. Thanks for the swaps. You're welcome. Good stuff. They want my attention? No, they don't. No, they don't want my attention because I always go out there, hey, quiet down. And then they say, we're just talking. We're not being loud. It's like, dude, you might as well get a magnaphone. You're so loud. They don't want my attention. They're just loud. I don't know why. They get upset when I tell them to quiet down, but it's awful. It's awful. I mean, 90% of the people in the world hate loud talkers. Like, that's one of most people's pet peeves are loud talkers. And I'm going to tell you what, I mean, sometimes I'll be in the same room with one of them And they'll be 2 inches away from you and they scream in your ear and bust your eardrums. And you're like, what is wrong with you? I'm not going to be able to hear for the next 3 weeks after that. It's like, why would you do that? I mean, I'm telling you, they'll get 2 inches away from your ear and just scream into it. And you're like, oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy. If somebody's next to you, I mean, why would you yell at them? I don't understand. Why do you alternate wins every race? A lot of people enjoy doing that, so people like to swap wins. Not everybody likes to swap, but a lot of people do. So when I started doing these live streams, I found the majority of viewers like to swap wins. So that's kind of what the Sunday live streams have turned into, is swapping wins with the viewers. Sometimes I have a hard time paying attention to whose turn it is to win, but Donald says makes no sense to yell. No, it doesn't. Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes if I go out for a walk, right? So we live in a house here. I rent a room in the house basically. But if I go out for a walk, sometimes I'll be at the end of the driveway outside and I can hear them outside of the house all the way down the driveway. It's just like, that is crazy. I'm actually amazed the microphone's not picking it up. Like, I usually try to keep the microphone on really low sensitivity, and then I use something to boost the volume up after. That way it's picking up less stuff, and then I don't know how to explain it if you don't understand audio, but like, I keep the microphone at a very quiet level so it's not picking up as much stuff, because it won't pick up as much background noise as easily. And then I use something to boost the volume after it's picked up the audio, if that makes sense. That way you hear way less background noises and whatnot. KB, alright buddy. Have a great day, my man. I think you're leaving, so catch you later. Yeah, resetting a car. If your car is pushed, sometimes you gotta reset it. Maybe you can just change some parts around and reset the car, but if that doesn't work, then you need to find somebody to swap with, and make sure you're always running slower than the dyno time on the car while you're swapping with somebody. Then you can trade wins and reset the car at the same time. Now, you don't know if it's going to take 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 races to reset the car, but sometimes it takes a bunch. But I think you have to be waiting a lot of the races while going slower than the dyno. Used to be you didn't have to win, you could just run slower than the dyno, but according to quite a few people, you now have to win and go slower than the dyno, where you almost need to have a partner who understands what's going on to get your cars reset. So you would have to find out what lobby you're in, have somebody else to the car to get in that lobby with you, and then it's a big pain, honestly. I don't know whose turn it is to win here. And I've got to pee again, unfortunately. I had too much coffee and water today, so... Too much water and too much coffee. So... we'll do a couple more swaps here, and then I'm going to need to make a trip to the bathroom before my bladder blows up. William D says, run ads. Alright, secret stash says, I kept getting bumped up and down from your lobby. What's your dyno? My dyno is 12.4. I could be in the 12.6 though. So I'm in one or the other right now. Nightbot says, don't forget to smash that like button. Yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, we would definitely appreciate that. William D says, yes, we sat here bored. At least add, you can make some money. At least you can talk to each other as well in the chat. So it can't be that boring, right? But yeah, if I remember to watch the ads, I will. Sometimes I forget. Eva says, your dyno's 12.2. And you actually found me with a 12.2 dyno. I think this is you I'm racing, right? So your car might be in a very good spot. You might have a good lobby advantage on that car. But yeah, it's good to run. If you notice, sometimes I'll run some really slow ones, and that helps too. That way, if you go over every once in a while, I mean, the game kind of looks like the average speed that your car runs as to where it puts you in a lobby when it comes to like resetting and getting bumped and all that stuff. So if you run faster occasionally, it's fine, but you don't want to be running faster all the time. It's also good to run a couple really slow ones every once in a while. Like right there, I got a bad launch, so it is what it is on that one. This car is easy to run slow with, especially when I'm YouTubing. I have a hard time paying attention to my launch. 624 and 1624. That's a pretty good setup, actually. But yeah, that's a very good car you actually you're racing there. I think that's what, the Pagani Utopia. Is that what that is? I think. No, that's not a Pagani Utopia. That's the Huayra. I don't remember much about that car, honestly. I'm not really super familiar with that one. I kind of do remember having a good live racing setup, but man, I forgot that car even existed. It looks awesome though. It's a very cool looking car. I love the way it looks. William D says, choose an easy launch car for streams. Yeah, I didn't remember that this car was hard to launch. I wasn't even thinking about it. I just grabbed something because I know I like this car, but you really got to be able to pay attention to launch this car well. If I'm not live streaming, it's easy to launch. I mean, it's really easy, but 3, 2, 1, go. If you don't get the kickback, this car sucks. So you got to make sure you get your launch perfect on this car. So you got to pay attention to every launch if you want to run a decent time. Max says I should really run to the 11s. I've only got a couple cars that are actually set up for the 11s. Why'd you say that, Max? Most of these cars seem to always be in the 12s when you set up the majority of the low performance points I set up are always in the 12s. I've only got a couple that are in the 11s. But yeah, almost all of mine are in the 12s. I do have a couple that make it into the 11s, but generally, I think when you're running the ones with the stage 6 parts, that's normally when you get into the 11s, or a lot of them. Tyler, I'm doing good, bud. How about yourself? Nice to see you. Alright, we're going to do one more race after this, then I gots to pee, and then we'll go back out to the lobby and let somebody else get a chance to race me. Max says all mine are 11.7s or faster. Interesting. Yeah, most of mine without the stage 6 parts are all in the 12s. 12 zeros, 12 2s, and 12.4s is where 90% of mine end up at. So I guess, I don't know, maybe we have different cars upgraded, but the ones I've upgraded are mostly in the 12 to 12.4. Alright, I'll be back in a minute, guys. I gotta use the restroom, so let me hit the be right back screen. I am going to play an advertisement, so please watch it. That's how us YouTubers get paid, is from the advertisement. So if you don't mind, don't skip the ad. I mean, unless you really hate it. Watch at least 30 seconds of it, and then we'll get paid. If you skip it before 30 seconds, we don't get paid. If you watch at least 30 seconds and then skip it, we get paid. At least that's how I understand it. So anyways, I gotta pee. I will be right back. I will be right back. Sorry. Somebody stopped me and there was a detour. Alright. We are back. All right, let's go back to the live racing. All right, I got a decent amount of gas. Let's see if I can buy any more. Yes, there we go. We'll get some more gas. Back out to the lobby. The loud people, I had to talk to the loud people, the loud talkers while I was gone, so they held me up there. All right, here we go. Yeah, the Porsche for the Prestige Cup is a pretty cool car, actually. I like it. 3, 2, 1, and I messed up my shift pattern. Let's see what she runs like that. Now I figured out I can, even if I don't let go of the gas at the right time, I can still make the car get a good launch as long as I press the launch button right on the green for this car. Max says last season's Dodge. Yeah, that Dodge looks pretty nice. I'm probably going to be working on a video for that today or tomorrow. So within the next couple of days, I should have a video out for that Dodge. That Dodge looks really awesome so far. So I don't know if Max put out anything on that car or not, but I'll be working on the video for tonight. My goal for today is to work on a video for that green BMW we just got for free, and to work on a video for the whatever you call it, the Dodge. Anonymous, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. 3, 2, 1, go. I'll tell you what, that AMG looks good in green. Is that a good live racing car? I don't remember if it is or not, but I love the way that looks. I'm pretty sure I have that car. Kazak says the new BMW is cool. Yeah, it's not bad. It seems really good for what it is. For a free car, it seems pretty decent. Definitely seems pretty decent. Anonymous says, wow, green GT Black Series. Yeah, I think that's from one of the Halloween events back in the day. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm about 99% sure I have that car. I thought it was more of an Incredible Hulk, like a dollar green, but that one's more like a bright green. But I think I have that car. Max says the M5 sedan is much better. William D says the Mustang is the worst of the elite cars. Mustang is the worst of the elite cars. Are you talking about elite tuners cars? I think the worst elite tuners car is the Subaru BRZ. I don't like the Mustang very much. The Mustang's got some good stuff going for it, but I don't care for the Mustang either, so I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that Mustang, other than it looks really cool. But the BRZ is by far the worst. I think the new RZ34 we just got is like the third worst. I like the car. Don't get me wrong, I do like the ZRZ34 or whatever. Hopefully I said that right. But I think it's not one of the better Elite Tuners cars, but it's an overall nice car in general. Max, I'm surprised you guys think it's not good. What, the Mustang or the Z? I think the Z is a good car, but there are a lot of Elite Tuners cars that are better than the Z. So for an Elite Tuners car, it's not great, but for a car in general, it's pretty nice. Does that make sense? Like, I like it overall, but it's not as good as the Corvette or the Silvia or the S720. It's not as good as the Supras in my opinion. So there's a lot of cars that are better than it when it comes to other Elite Tuners cars. But there's also a lot of Elite Tuners cars that aren't as good. So I like it. I do like it. But it's not as good as some of the other ones, but it's still an awesome car overall. Max says they all suck and still a fully elite. Yeah, I think you need to get them at least to 5 stars. But yeah, if you can get them at the purple stars, that's where they're really going to start to do great. Purple stars is where it's at. But I got a couple of my Elite Tuners cars up to 5 stars, and they're doing pretty good. But they're definitely a bit better when you get them fully elited up to the purples. But in case you guys didn't know, most of you guys probably know this, but as soon as you make one of those cars purple stars, you got to have paid crates. So never make a car fully elite until you've maxed it out. I would always wait till I've opened all the crates I need to open to before I make it purple stars, because as soon as it's purple stars, crates will be paid and not with keys anymore, which is a bummer. Alright, so after this one, we'll go back out to the lobby, give somebody else a chance. We've already raced Peter a couple times earlier, so I know there's probably a few more people in here waiting. We got about 30 more minutes left on the stream today, guys and gals. 3, 2, 1, go! Bam! 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 Alright, we are going nice and slow. We are going very, very, very slow on this one. And yeah, that was like a 16-second quarter mile. Alright. KB says something is so stupid. Melon says you can make a purple star, you can't finish the event. Yeah, you definitely need to make sure you do have to finish the event. You do have to have purple stars to finish the event. Now, personally, all the add-on Elite Tuners events, I've never finished one yet. I get it up to 5 golden stars, and then I've just been leaving them set there. I don't have enough. I've never had enough tokens to make one of those add-on Elite Tuners cars purple stars, so unless I want to bust out my wallet, I'm not going to be able to do it anyways. It took me 2.5 years to get the original set of Elite Tuners cars finished, so that'll tell you something right there. It's crazy hard to get all those up to the amount of stars. Ooh, that car got me. Now, I didn't hit my nitrous when I should have. Let's see what time I ran. 12 threes. Alright, the Dork House beat me, guys. The Dork House beat me. Now, if I would have hit my nitrous at the right time, I would have got him, but I didn't. Useless Emo is getting close to finishing the Supra. Awesome. Yeah, I like that Supra. That Supra is cool. I think I got bumped or something. I might be in a different lobby. Let's see if we can beat this car. This car should give me a really... Actually, this car should probably beat me if he's got it set up well. Anonymous says the C263 Vet was such a good car. Oh, for sure. Alright, he said no. He said, no, I don't want to race you whatsoever. Alright, where is everybody at? Everybody's hiding. Everybody. Everybody's hiding, oh yeah. Where's everyone at? Dear people. Oh, there's somebody. Alright, we'll race Peter Griffin some more then. I don't remember whose turn it is to win right now because I wasn't paying much attention. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. I'll just run slow. That'll work. Opponent has disconnected. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, we are racing another Mustang. I'll tell you what, that Mustang looks sweet. Now, I've seen those in real life and I don't like them, but they look good in this game with those the liveries and stuff on it. Those look nice in the game. Oh, he beat me. But I don't like the way they look. I just don't like the way that they look in real life. They just look like a boring SUV. I still don't understand why they made a SUV Mustang. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. They should have named it something other than a Mustang, because it's really, I mean, that looks sweet like that with the body kit and everything. It doesn't look like an SUV. It looks like a, I don't know, it looks like almost like a rally car type of thing, or like a Pikes Peak car or something. But in real life, I'm like, oh, I don't like it. But it is what it is. Anonymous, I've never seen the racing ones in real life, but I've seen a couple of old guys driving around town in those. And I wasn't very impressed. I just wasn't impressed with it. Secret says it keeps glitching out on me. Sorry that you're having problems, buddy. The game is kind of weird sometimes. The game... Oh, there we go. I mean, disconnections in live races is a pretty normal thing. I mean, I've been playing for 8 years, and that's always been an issue. Some people can connect and race for hours. Other people, you get 2 or 3 races, and you always disconnect. It's kind of a weird deal. Don't know why it does what it does, but... it's a pain in the buttocks. It's a giant pain in the buttocks. A giant pain in the buttocks, yeah. Buttocks pain. I don't know, don't ask. Don't ask. Just don't ask, alright? I don't know why I say the weird things that I say. I just say those things. Useless Emo says it's a drag racing game. Why not have funny cars? I'll tell you why. Alright, these cars are already running 6.5 second half miles. So if you added a funny car, they would be running like 1.5 second half miles. That's the only reason I can see not to add something like a funny car. Unless they decide to add mile long tracks, and then those could run 6 second full miles. Right? You see what I'm saying there? Alright, we're racing a Viper. I was always surprised they didn't add some motorcycles and stuff too. But yeah, there are a couple of F1 cars. I don't think we have any funny cars, but we do have some F1 cars. I'm going to tell you what, they sound like a dentist drill running down the racetrack. They're like, wee. Whoever programmed the sound for the F1 cars is awful. I think what they did is they just took the regular car sound and then they just took a program to speed it up. And then it turned like this high-pitched horrible noise. And yeah. Kazak says drag truck would be a cool. There are a couple of trucks in this game, like the Kin Block Huna truck, not the Huna truck, the what's that Honda called? The Honda truck, the Kin Block one. I forget, but that's either the fastest or the second fastest car in the game right now. Not the Unicorn, the truck, the Indy truck, yeah. I guess that's not really a drag truck, but that's a cool truck. Ava says the 6 second Camaro is close to a drag car. Yeah, it kind of is actually. It's pretty close. 3, 2. I mean, they do have some full-blown drag racing cars, but we don't have like funny cars or top fuels or anything. But we do have a couple of real drag racing cars in the game, like the Mustang Cobra Jet is set up as a drag racing. The Copo Camaro is set up as a drag car. There's a few of them. I can't remember offhand, but William D says the Honda Ridgeline. Yeah, the Indy truck, the Ken Block Indy truck, or Hoonigan Indy truck, or whatever. Secret says, yeah, some of the sounds of the game are terrible. Yes, they are. Now, the sounds don't bother me because I could care less. Like, most of the time I have the volume down really, really low or off when I'm playing, so I don't care. But a lot of people are very upset about how bad the sounds on this game are. Because, I mean, none of them really sound like the real cars would. But I think what they do is they just take 3 or 4 different car sounds and they recycle them amongst the 1,200 cars. That's really what they do. I think they just seriously took the same sound, they speed it up or slow it down to make it higher pitch or deeper, and then they just add it to the car. I think that's exactly what they're doing. I could be wrong, but I'm about 98% sure that's how they come up with the car sounds. They just have one sound, and if they want it to be more high-pitched, they speed it up. If they want it to be deeper, they slow it down. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, and after they did like 5 or 10 of those at different speeds, then they just copy and paste it. Pretty much. That's how I see it. Alright, we got about 15 more minutes left on the stream. But yeah, the car sounds are pretty bad, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It does not bother me at all. But I'm telling you what, I am getting very, very, very hungry. Like, I am super hungry today. I want some food. I am really hungry. Let me tell you what. My stomach's like a grumbling. I haven't felt too good in a couple of days. Like last night, I just kept wanting to eat and eat. Sometimes when you don't feel good, you want to eat. Other times, you can't eat anything. So sometimes when you're not feeling well, they say it's actually good to eat. As long as you can keep it down. But yeah, I haven't felt very good for like 3 days. Sucks. I'm telling you, I get tired of I got a lot of days where I feel terrible, then I'm fine, then I'm terrible. It gets old, but I was going to work on some videos. I don't know if it was last night or the night before, but I just wasn't feeling good enough to do it. I was like, I don't want to do it. Usually, on days that I don't feel good, usually in the evenings, I feel 10 times worse than I do in the mornings. I don't know why. But normally in the evenings, I mean, I go to bed really early, right? I go to bed around 9 o'clock, and then I get up at 4 or 5 every morning. And, you know, for me, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, that's getting late since I go to bed so early and get up so early. I forget where I was going with this, but usually around, in the evening, I'm tired and not feeling well and grumpy. Alright. What's a good car to save gold? Alright, so useless. You never know what cars are going to be in the gold crates, right? Bottom line is just save your gold keys till you have enough for loyalty, and you just kind of got to wait until something is in there that you actually want. I mean, there's so many cars. I mean, there's 1,200. There's like 1,200 cars in the game, and some of them are amazing. Some of them are terrible. But you just got to wait for something really good to be in there. That's how I look at it. I mean, it's very rare. Maybe once or twice a year, I try and pull something out of there with gold keys. Most of the time, the cars in the crates aren't really that great. But every once in a while, they throw something in there that's awesome. And those are the ones I go for. Anonymous says, you wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning. How? I don't know. That's just when I wake up. I could go to, if I went to bed at 3, I would still wake up at like 5 or 6 or 7. I just wake up really early. Like last night, there was a bunch of people around midnight. I went to bed around 9 o'clock. Around midnight, the neighbor kids were outside. There was like 20. There must have been like 10 or 20 kids over at the neighbor's house at midnight, standing right in between our house and theirs, and they were screaming. They actually woke up everybody in our house. Then it took me like 2 hours to get back to sleep, and so I guess I don't know. I didn't get very much sleep because of that last night. Then I woke up at 4:30 this morning and couldn't get back to sleep, so I got up and started making videos. But I mean, I don't know who thinks it's okay to stand right in front of somebody's window at midnight and yell, especially when there's like 20 of you. Like we thought there was like something going on. I looked out the window and I see all these kids out there. I'm like, oh my god. But I thought something like bad happened over there with all the commotion. I'm like, oh crap, what's this? You know? I'm like, is there a house burning down? Did somebody die over there? It's just a whole bunch of kids like screaming. When I was a kid, we used to, if we were out at night like that, I mean, we were at least quiet. We made sure we were quiet not to wake anybody up. Dogfather says, I wake up at 5 for work, not a fan. Yeah, you know, back in the day, I never enjoyed waking up early. Now I do. I just get up early. I wish I could sleep in a little more, but then again, I mean, I guess it has its advantages of getting up early. Ava says something about a tier 3 Mercedes. William D says gold key pools usually taken until loyalty. Yeah, I'd say maybe like 1 out of every 10 times you might get it before loyalty. But almost every time, Dogfather says no respect these days. I agree. Even if I was like up to something mischievous when I was a kid and I was like running through people's backyards or something, I would have at least been quiet about it. I wouldn't have been loud and woke everybody in the neighborhood up, but it actually woke up everybody in our house. Like even the guy in the bedroom on the opposite side of the house from where they woke him up too. So that tells you how loud those kids were being. But they were out there for about 20 minutes. I was really close to going out there and be like, hey, if they wouldn't have like cut it out, I was like, another 10 or 15 minutes, I'm going out there. But then I was so mad, it took me 2 hours to get back to sleep. So yeah. William D says you can run through my backyard, you most likely will be shot. Are you sure you can shoot somebody just for being in your yard, William D? My guess is that's probably not something you can just do unless somebody's like threatening you or something. Like around here, if somebody's unarmed or not physically threatening you, you can't shoot somebody just for being in your yard. You would go to jail. If somebody's running from your house, like let's just say somebody breaks into your house and you confront them and they leave, you can't shoot them once they're running away or anything like that. They would actually pretty much have to be pointing a gun at you before you could shoot somebody here. But yeah, you would go to jail here if you shot somebody just for being in your yard. Sounds like William D is a mean man. He's going to get out the He's gonna get out the rocket launcher and blow you up if you come in his yard. He's like, I got the RPG launcher. You damn kids. William D says, no trespassing sign every 100 feet. Do you have a lot of land? 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Max, I believe the stand your ground law still requires a reasonable use of force. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know how that works really. But I'm sure there's still certain laws. But no, I mean around here, like, kids go through the neighborhood, right? You live in a neighborhood, the kids go all through the people's yards to get from here to here faster and stuff like that. It's pretty normal for people to walk through yards around here. Even like some of the adults, they'll go out and take their dog for a walk, and they'll just cut through a backyard to get to their house faster when they're done taking their dog for a walk. So you always see people in the neighborhoods going through yards. I mean, it's pretty normal. Maybe not so much at nighttime, but during the day. I'm not even paying attention to racing right now. I suck. We only got a couple more minutes left on the stream, guys and gals. William D says, the first thing you do if you fear for your life is call 911. That's if you can, right? If you can. Max says, anyways, not a topic for a racing channel. That is true. But yeah, we got lots of disconnects today. The game is loving to disconnect. This has turned into Danny Lightning's self-defense legal advice channel. Alright, here we go. I haven't slowed down. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. I'm going to tell you, usually the last 15-20 minutes of the stream, my racing is a mess because I just start losing focus completely. I just get into chatting so much. I completely lose focus on the racing, usually like the last 20 or 30 minutes of the stream. So, I don't know. It's like that almost every stream. That's alright though. I just run these streams to hang out with you guys anyway. Hopefully I don't cheat anybody out of too many wins. Ellen says, I finally got the F1 and beat Legends. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, that F1 can definitely come in handy. If you like driving that car, that's a giant respect point earner. So, congrats on getting that. Congratulations. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the F1. Yeah, they were at a disconnect again. I'm not a big fan of the F1, but some people love it. Oh, we got Castiel. Somebody likes, what's that show? Supernatural. I used to watch that back in the day. It got kind of weird. The last couple of seasons got a little, I don't know. It went in a direction that I didn't care for the last 2 or 3 seasons, but I used to love that show until it got into all like the religious part. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first several seasons of that show. But it really just went off in a weird direction towards the end. Not sure why they took it in that direction. I don't think they should have, honestly. I think it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. KB says, are you feeling better? Well, I don't feel wonderful today, but I don't feel like super terrible. I just feel kind of feel a little crappy today, but not too bad. All right, so we got a problem here. There's only like a couple minutes left on the stream, and the game just kind of locked up on us. So I think I'm gonna hit the ending screen because, yep, we lost connection to the server or something happened there. I don't know what it was. But I used to love that show. Useless, thanks buddy. You have a good day as well. I appreciate you guys coming out. I really do. I gotta look for my my Porsche. So it's a 718. I was typing in like 918, but yeah, I'm actually excited to get to level that Porsche up because that's a really cool live racing car. There it is. Ooh, I got some stage 6 parts for it as well. So I'm really excited to have got to level this up because it's such a cool Porsche. KB, catch you later, buddy. Thank you. All right, I found it. I typed in the wrong thing earlier, which is why I couldn't find it, but maybe I'll try and set that up for live racing for next week. I think my game's freezing up again, so one of them days today. One of them days today on the CSR racing battlefield. KB says my 718 is maxed. Nice, that's awesome. Very cool. If you guys aren't familiar with Max the Gamer, he's got a really nice YouTube channel. So, yeah, I might want to check out Max on YouTube if you get a chance. He puts out some great CSR videos and sometimes some other stuff as well. Stack says, thanks for another crazy live stream. Yeah, thanks for coming out, buddy. I definitely appreciate that. Max says, thanks for the promo. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Let me know sometime when you want to join me on a stream again. Let me know sometime. It's been a little while, so would be kind of nice. Melon says, guys, hit that like button. Not a problem. Melon, thanks for being here, buddy. Normally, Melon has a lot of good advice and stuff like that as well, so it's always cool to have Melon here as well. I know it's a lot of times if I miss somebody's question or something, he'll often chime in, or sometimes he'll remember things that I don't, which is cool as well. So it's always good to have Melon in the audience, helping everybody out. Definitely appreciate that, Mr. Melon. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the day. So I'm going to get something to eat. Maybe go for a walk and then see about figuring out a couple of these cars that I need to make shift pattern videos for. And hopefully within the next couple of days, we'll have some videos up for a couple of those. But everybody, thank you for coming out. I think that's going to wrap this one up. I appreciate you guys big time. Thank you for being here, and we will catch you next time, all right? Lightning out. Have a wonderful day, and thank you guys so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you a lot. See ya later. Goodbye. We will miss you until next time.